Hello and welcome to another video of Breaking Bad English with me, David. Tongue twisters. Do you know what a tongue twister is? It is a series of words, sentences, or perhaps even a type of poem or rhyme, which is very, very difficult to say. The reason tongue twisters are difficult to say is usually because it uses words which start or finish in a similar way or have a very similar sound. And so it's very difficult to change from one word to the other without mixing it up and literally twisting our tongues. So that's why they're called tongue twisters, because it feels like our tongue is twisted when we try to say them. So they're not easy, even for me, and I'm a native speaker, but I'm going to try a few. I'm going to have to read them because I can't memorize all of these tongue twisters, so you'll have to bear with me. So the first one, I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. You need to be very careful with that one. Imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie. If you don't know what a menagerie is, you'll have to look it up. I got tongue twisted even after the tongue twister. I'm crazy. Now the next one should start off slowly and get faster and faster, and you just repeat it. And it's really only 4 words repeated, and it goes like this. Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. A lorry is a type of truck, a big vehicle for transporting goods. But that's not easy to say. The next one. Round and round the rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran. I like the next one. It's a good one, this. If a dog chews shoes, whose shoes does he choose? And I'm saying these quite slowly to help you, so you can copy me, but try to say them faster and faster. The next one, I always make a mistake on, but I'm going to try and say it without a mistake. Here we go. That bloke's black bike's back brake block broke. I'll say it again. That bloke's black bike's back brake block broke. It is actually logical, that sentence, amazingly. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. Say it faster. The next one, again, difficult. 6 sick thick-set thistle sifters. 6 sick thick-set thistle sifters. Too many S's and ths and s's. Difficult. Right, now we're going to get on to much more difficult ones and famous. These ones are famous. So the first one is Peter Piper. And Peter Piper is famous. So I have to read it, so my eyes might go down a little bit. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle. No! I'll start again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, no! Where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? I made a mistake. And the next one, you've got to be careful. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's son, but I'll be plucking pheasants when the pheasant plucker's gone. And I think you might know why you have to be careful with that one. The next one is about seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. So if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashells shells. No, it was wrong. I'll do it again. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. So if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells. I got it right! Hooray! The next one is more American, very famous though. I have to take a deep breath to do this one. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck, he would, as much as he could, and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. I've done it! Victory! Hooray! And the last one, and for me probably the hardest, is about Betty Botter. So Betty Botter is the name of a woman. Here we go. Betty Botter had some butter, but she said, this butter's bitter. If I baked this bitter butter, it would make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than her bitter butter, and she baked it in her batter. And the batter was not bitter. So it was better that Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. I made a mistake on the last line. I'll repeat just the last line. So it was better that Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter. Hooray! I've done it. Victory. That is amazing. So those are tongue twisters. They're great, aren't they? And by practicing them, you can really improve your pronunciation, which is what this video is all about. So give it a thumbs up. You must like this one and tell all your friends and family and everybody else about my videos here on YouTube. David Croft's Breaking Bad English. Okay? So see you again soon in my next video. Bye.